we are in something absolutely beautiful. This is a Mark III Toyota Supra, and in my opinion, this is the Mark III Toyota Supra we should have gotten. This has a 1JZ in it. Full 1J, no 1.5, no 2J, 1JZ. Not only is it 1J though, it has a Precision 6266. So it's no joke. This car makes 520 wheel horsepower in a Mark III Supra, and it's got some goodies too. If I open the center console, it has a toggle switch for low boost, which is about 14 pounds, and then I can switch it over to high boost, which is 20 pounds, and that's where we get that 520 wheel horsepower. Now towards me is low boost, and then towards the passenger is high boost. So, you know, we'll drive it around on low boost first, see how it is. The 6266 does have a little bit of lag to it, but very minimal. It does have a quick spool valve, which helps it out a lot. Without the quick spool valve, this thing would be waiting a while to really kick into boost. By adding the quick spool valve, you eliminate that crazy amount of time where you're waiting for the boost and waiting to kick in. There is a little bit of lag, but really not too much to the point where it's frustrating. So when I'm just driving around, wow, that was a weird laugh. You know, a car is fun when it makes you like make really weird noises or weird laughs. If you guys don't know what a 1J is, the 1JZ is, well, basically the previous engine before the 2J, and the 1J is half a liter down from the 2J. So the 2J is a 3.0, this is a 2.5 inline 6. Having this big old precision on it, it really wakes the car up. This car is actually owned by one of our buddies, Daryl, and this car was built at Evolve Tuning by Brian and Edwin. Brian and Edwin, every time I went into Evolve the past few months, they were killing it on this car, making sure everything was buttoned up, put it on the dyno whenever it needed to be. They did an amazing job. And what I love about this Mark III too is that it has the stock interior in it. This feels so 80s, straight out of Miami Vice, red and white, which is like a lovable, cheesy looking interior. It's surprisingly comfy. I am so comfortable in this thing. This red interior actually kind of reminds me of the FBRX7 I did a few years back, because that also had red interior. So I guess a lot of tuners back in the day had the red interior, but it's very, very lovable. The stock wheel on the Supra feels very good. There's no buttons on it except in the middle spoke. I almost never see buttons on the middle spoke of a steering wheel, like dead center, so that's kind of strange. And it has that 80s charm to it, and you can't hate it. It's just from how clean the interior is, no matter how you feel about the color combo, it's forgivable because of how comfortable it is. Another interesting thing too is that it has Mercedes brakes in the front and Evo brakes in the rear. They're trying to see what's the best way to have a big brake kit on these cars on a budget, and having the Mercedes brakes in the front was actually the best way to go. And they feel like a big brake kit on this car, and it doesn't feel like it's out of place. It feels right. It also has Megan Racing coilovers to give it a better stance, and also TSW wheels. I actually haven't driven a car on TSW since the Porsche 944 Turbo I did, which was like my 4th car review ever. And rest in peace, that car flipped like 6 times, but they were okay, so it's all good. The clutch is a little difficult to get out of first gear, but once you're rolling, all good. Okay, low boost is extremely manageable, and it's no big deal at all. It's a nice, smooth, linear power band, but you can tell that the motor wants more. I'm gonna give it more. Now we're in high boost. 1 pull with low boost. Oh, well, we're good, whatever. This also has Evolved Injection 650s in it. It also has a 450 size fuel pump as well. All right, we're gonna do 20 pounds now. Oh my God, different car, okay. Much different. Gearing is very long in this. It's definitely reminiscent of my 240. My 240 is also the same 5-speed that was in this car. So like, I can drop down and do a 40, lean into it, boost. Okay, not bad. That was awesome. And you know what? The exhaust is very quiet. It's very chill. You just get that boost noise, and that's all you get. Another thing that Brian and Edwin got right on this car is that they have working AC and heat in this car. So at the flick of the switch, I have AC and I have heat. Unlike a lot of the times when you swap a JZ into a car like a 240, SC, whatever, a lot of the times you say screw it and you say no, I don't care about the creature comforts, I just want the car to work. This guy. This car had the room to do it because the 1J came in this chassis anyway. So they did a really, really amazing job. A lot of the times when I do car reviews, I don't have AC, so it's nice. All right, rolling into third. Whoa, this thing cooks, dude. A lot of people claim that the 1J and 2J don't feel all that different. It feels different. This thing you rev out a little bit more and makes a very different sound up top. That's why a lot of people kind of want the best of both worlds and go 1.5 J. This full 1J, it's purist, awesome. I do have to say though, this is probably the cleanest Mark III Supra I've seen in a very long time. Edwin, who helped build this car, also has a beautiful Mark III. And so having somebody who's built a Mark III build another Mark III for a customer, that's who you want building your cars. You want somebody who respects the platform, respects their baby, so they treat the baby the same way. It's super easy to drive. I wonder what it sounds like with the windows down. It's crazy because it's almost silent. Like I can barely hear it. It's just a freight train. This is by far one of the smoothest 500 horsepower cars I've ever driven, and I'm not sucking up to it. I legitimately, this doesn't feel like 500 horsepower, but in a good way. And Edwin and Brian, when you're watching, I swear I mean that in the best way possible. I mean it as in it's comfortable, it's quiet, it's smooth, and you can hurt a bunch of people's feelings in this car without screaming down the road. It always hooks, it always has traction. We don't even have like a crazy street tire on this. It just works. So a part of that I think is just the power band of this turbo. The Mark III Supra is just of its time, man. Has switches all over the place. It goes halfway to the passenger and gauges. It's like, where do I look, dude? Makes you feel like you're in a spaceship. It's of its time. I just downshifted. Okay, you know when you get, this is gonna be a weird comparison. You know when you get in a passenger airline, if you've ever flown before, and it accelerates so smooth to its top speed before it takes off because it builds up to that top speed? That's what this car feels like. It's not scary at all. It does the job. You could daily drive this every single freaking day. And a lot of the times we review cars where I'm like, yeah, you could daily it, but your neck's gonna hurt or your back's gonna hurt. My back hasn't hurt all day in this stock seat. And shut it down. Just like that. You had your fun, you didn't bother anybody, you're cruising back, and you look freaking good. The body of this Mark III is freaking flawless, dude. Like, everything about it is perfect. The moment I saw this car, I was like, that's the cleanest Mark III I've ever seen. There's no doubt about it. And wow, they did an amazing job. Daryl, you did a good job picking this car. It's just fantastic. I've been in traffic a lot of this review, and unlike a lot of the other cars I've done where I'm just like, please, can I get moving again just so I can feel out and everything, I'm just chilling. I sit at this light, it idles at 1,000 RPM. AC, just like that, no problem. This also has 264 cams, but you would never know. It doesn't have a crazy lope. It doesn't have that obnoxious presence. It just idles super smooth, and that's all you get. It just sits here at the stoplight, running perfectly smooth. A 1J is just a very serene and smooth engine. And that's why so many people put them in their drift cars and put them in so many different kind of cars to get around, because it's predictable and you know what it's gonna do. So the turbo lag of the 6266 creates this kind of theatrical presence of the car. And with the theatrical presence, adds to that, like, oh my God, I can't wait for the RPMs to get going because it's gonna get fun. All right, everybody, I hope everybody enjoyed this quick little video driving this beautiful Mark III Supra. I would like to thank Daryl for bringing the car back to Evolve Tuning to let me drive this car. It was an absolute pleasure. I would love to do it again sometime. Our AFRs are good. Temps didn't budge once today, and I got on it a lot. So hats off to you guys. All right, everybody, I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and sometimes Fridays and Sundays, so make sure to subscribe. Also, hear me out real quick. YouTube actually confirmed on one of their live streams on Creator Insider recently that if you don't click the bell on the subscription box, you will get my stuff sometimes. So if you would like my videos all the time, make sure to click that notification bell and be a part of a notification squad, because I would just, I thank you guys so much. Plus, I don't have much faith in the YouTube system anymore when it comes to notifications, so just saying that out loud, and follow me on all my social medias just to see when I post. So I'll see you guys later, and take it easy. Have a fantastic day.